Friends too. All right, welcome to another edition of Bleach Bangs Music. What is going on?
What's up, everybody?
What up? What up? That was a real dull. What's going on?
I know, Randy. That was not normal for you. It doesn't seem right.
Well, no. The response to it was dull. He's like, "What's going on?" Yeah. I'm like, "Dang."
Let's get into the most important question: is how do you guys say your band's name so that we don't screw it up continuously?
Thank you for asking. It's Pastor Volor.
Shit, Randy. I think you were right.
I think I was right.
I think you were closer than I was.
Yes.
Right on.
Right.
It's hard to say for some reason. I don't know.
we want to introduce ourselves. That way you guys know who you're talking to. My name is Randy, and I'm in Oklahoma City.
I'm Ashton, and I'm out of Piedmont, Oklahoma.
And I am John. I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
All right.
We're from Minnesota.
Yeah, from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm Steven.
Where are we from? Where are we?
I'm actually in Maple Grove.
No one knows where Maple Grove is.
Exactly.
He's like, I'm still trying to figure it out too.
Where the hell am I? How did I get here?
That's what Ashton wanted to start doing. He's like, he used to say Oklahoma City, but then now he says Piedmont, Oklahoma.
Well, because I'm different. I live in Piedmont now. I can't keep lying to people. Although I'm like 5 minutes from Oklahoma City.
You're not lying. You're just simplifying it.
Right.
Right. That's true.
Shorten the response of the next question. So let's get into with you guys. How'd you guys' band start? Like, give us a little bit of like an origin story of how you guys got together and how you got to doing what you're doing.
Yeah, so it started in about 2009. Well, that was the day we picked up our instruments. This guy, he got a guitar for his birthday, tried it for a little bit, decided he'd rather sing and write lyrics. Gave the guitar to me.
Man, it wasn't really like that.
To keep it brief.
Yeah, I guess to keep it brief, I just I bought a guitar. Well, it was given to me actually for my birthday. I didn't buy it myself.
Like I just said.
Yeah, but the thing is, I tried playing it, and it was a struggle. And when you start playing an instrument, you start kind of wanting to write your own garbage, right? So I did that, but I couldn't sing and play the garbage at the same time. So I was like, "Hey, Steve, can you play this?" While I tried, singing over it. And he just did a really good job of playing, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that no more. It's just like a fig, like it's like Excalibur. You pulled it from the stone. And
I really enjoyed it, so I just kept practicing and playing, and eventually started writing my own music. He wrote the lyrics, and then we've just been doing that ever since. We've tried out a lot of different bass players and drummers throughout the years, and that's just been the most difficult part, is finding a stable lineup. But over the years, we found the right guys, released some music, toured all over the place, and right now we've had a pretty stable lineup for a couple years now, and just done a lot of shows the past few years.
I would say stable is a little not so stable.
Well, you got the main guys, right?
This is our second rhythm guitar player in less than a year, dude. And our bass player just left.
I was wondering about bass player. I was like, do you guys have a bass player?
Yeah, so our rhythm guitar player actually does both.
Yes.
Okay.
In
So,
one.
You know,
That'd be an
technology.
interesting show.
Sorry, what was that?
I said that'd be an interesting show.
No, it is, but like people don't really notice because like technology is pretty wild nowadays. So
True.
what we're doing is we're just taking the signal that comes out of the guitar, splitting it up, sending one to the bass amp, one to the guitar. The signal in the bass amp, we bought an octave pedal, drop it down an octave, and then
You got
now you
the
got
guitar
both.
and the bass. They don't interfere,
And they
you
play,
got the tightest rhythm
they're
section
so
ever.
tight.
It's like this one guy.
They play the same thing like on every
They're like
beat. It's
they're
great.
like one.
Exactly.
They're perfectly in sync.
The best part is now you only got to pay one guy.
That's well, I mean, when you play like one.
You know, that's similar to what Ralph does, isn't it, John?
I was gonna say that too. Ralph from Crash Karma.
I was just about to say that.
They're a
Yeah.
two-piece band now. Yeah.
That was actually kind of the inspiration. We just took an easier route, I think.
A
The way we're
shortcut.
doing it. The thing is, it's a temporary thing. It's not meant to be permanent.
Yeah.
We are
We're still looking
searching.
for a bass player.
The thing is, this actually, like, we think it sounds fine.
Sounds great, actually.
You know, actually, I think it's pretty cool.
Mhm.
So we're not rushing into, just getting anyone into the band. We want to find the right fit.
And so we don't have to slow down, too, because we're booked until Halloween.
Yeah.
So,
That's
And also,
That's a good way to do it.
we're
Take
tired
your
of
time.
changing the band profile pictures.
yeah.
You know, like,
Guys
editing
have to
people
update
out.
stuff.
Yeah. Because people get confused. They're like, "Who is this?" You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you don't need a bassist. There's some people out there that don't have bass lines.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I love the bass, though. Like,
I feel you. It's good to hear. But
but a guitar is way better. That's right.
That's the thing. I
oh
used
yeah,
to
hands
play
down.
bass. I used to be the bass player and singer in
Mhm.
this band. I did that for
Oh
like
yeah.
4 years.
Yep.
Because we fired too many bass players, so I just took the
Easier.
job and found it's not that hard.
Whatever we have to
You
do
fired
to
yourself.
not slow down.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what we do.
we don't slow down. Like whatever,
Yeah.
like we'll
Keep going.
plow through it.
Plow through it.
Yeah.
So
That's a good way to do it.
you guys, I saw your schedule. It's huge. That's out there. Your tour schedule. What is it that people can expect to see at your live shows from you guys on stage?
Well, what I started saying is we bring like a stadium show to your front door. So like, we play, the local clubs and bars and sometimes, flat out shitholes. And we, unless there's like no room, we don't like do anything different. Like
Bring the
we
whole
bring the
production.
whole production, all that stuff, the lights, the fog, the fire, everything.
All the metal props.
like all the theatrics. Like we don't
Simple
really, we don't compromise unless we're playing like a family show. Then like we do modify things because there's certain songs we don't want to do in front of children. And
There's no killing going on.
Right.
they
But yeah.
we bring a sex doll on stage. Like I'm not going to do that in front of children.
Bring a beach ball
That's
instead.
not me, man. But like we'll do that, like whether there's like senior citizens or normal drinking age young folks. Like we we don't change what we're about.
Yeah, it's just a very over the top production. Think like Alice Cooper and Rammstein, plus like Motley Crue, Kiss, that kind of thing on a smaller level.
That's really cool. I kind
Yeah.
I kind of
Exactly.
got that.
Pretty much.
I kind of got that vibe from watching some of the videos. I'm like,
Yep.
these guys. I think these guys would be a fun show.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
No, that's the thing. We have a lot of fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously. We love interacting with the crowd, making them feel uncomfortable. But everyone's there to have a good time. Not in a bad way, but
Oh, that's the thing.
That's a
Like,
good way to put it.
yeah, like my favorite kind of music is like shock rock.
mhm.
You know, like I
Mhm.
love Marilyn Manson, Alice Cooper, Rob Zombie,
Rammstein.
Rammstein. You know, I love how they like to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. You know, they want you to be
Yeah.
like, what? And
Yeah,
like
for sure.
I love that, and that's
I do too.
that's what I'm about.
Wasp. I don't know if you
Wasp,
saw
yeah.
that.
Like I love
Yeah.
Wasp. You know,
Like we play Animal live, and he doesn't even play Animal anymore.
that's true because he does not fuck like a
I was
beast
trying
anymore.
to figure out. I can't remember what video it was. You got that big cod plate on, and I'm like, I haven't seen
Yeah.
that in forever.
That's his typical outfit.
No, so that's version 2. So I had to update my cod piece because I was outgrowing it. But that's just
He's a growing boy.
it's technically a microphone holder. Like that's
Yeah.
it has a functional purpose. It's to hold
Right.
my microphone so that I can have my hands to do other theatrics.
Play with the sex doll.
Yeah, and like magic
have
tricks
to.
and stuff like that. You know,
I love it.
it all has a purpose.
What
True.
would you say sets you aside? What sets your music aside from other rock bands in the industry? What is special about you that you guys hold near and dear to your hearts, and only you provide for the fans?
Mm-hmm. It's a good question.
Well, that's actually a great question. I would say like music wise, like my brother, I would say is like a riff master.
Oh,
You know,
thank you.
like a lot of bands these days, they don't have a riff.
hmm
You know, like you listen to like Scorpions, like every song had like a killer riff, like Rocky Like a
Mhm.
Hurricane.
hmm
You know, that's like when we write a song, I'm like, dude, give me a Rocky Like a Hurricane riff. And like I want it to
yeah.
be that epic, that powerful. You know, and I think we're trying to bring that back. So we try to put an epic riff into
Pretty
the
much every
majority of
song.
the songs.
Yeah, I like to have a solid riff that has that solid foundation. For example, like Rocky Like a Hurricane. That's gonna make someone else want to pick up the guitar instead of discourage them. Like
right.
you listen to Yngwie Malmsteen, which is like, holy shit, he's playing
Yeah.
200 notes, and
Yeah.
it's like there was kind of no point to it. But you listen to
You
even
can't play that.
Paranoid by Black Sabbath, it's like everybody wants to learn that song, or Smoke
Iron
on the
Man,
Water.
you know,
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
those
it's
are
possible.
those are learnable.
they're memorable riffs that make you want to play music.
And then like
True.
my part is what I try to do with my lyrics is I try to write some good poetry. Like I like a good rhyme.
You're a big fan of Jim Morrison.
I do love Jim Morrison. You know, I try to write lyrics that are interesting.
hmm
Not kind of same cliche kind of thing like, hey, I love you.
Come
Let's
sit
hold
on my
hands.
face.
You know that's a Doors song. Hello.
And I know that's what I was saying. I was like, wow, like I really did not plan that.
Talking shit already.
I'm always talking. It's okay. Jim's my buddy.
Yeah, no, I've always
Um,
really liked his lyrics. There's a lot of times where I have to actually pull him back and be like, "You're going too far. Let's simplify this a little bit so people can actually enjoy and understand it."
I love the thesaurus. I like learning new words and
He said,
Yeah.
I love the
Thesaurus.
thesaurus.
yeah.
Thesaurus. There you go.
It's cool. Like it opens up, you know, the mind.
He's a wizard.
Yeah.
On the words.
Word wisdom. And then like with my vocal, like what I've always well, I guess not always, but like when I started out, like I had like a low, raspy, I would say very shitty voice. Like I was not a fan of it. But then I started listening to like more and more music and I kept practicing. And then I discovered a band called Nitro. I don't know if anyone knows Nitro.
They're nodding their heads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with Nitro. I was like, how can one person like sing all those lows and all those highs?
It's no
And like,
shit.
yeah, the music was kind of shit. Like, it's not really fun to listen to. But
Dude, Freight Train is an awesome song.
yeah,
Oh, what's going on there, buddy?
that's my guess.
He's never happy about anything.
Did you hear that
It's
note?
never
Got
happy.
my notes too.
Right.
You didn't tell me people were coming over.
He's struggling.
This is getting awkward. Yeah, so because of Jim Gillette, I tried to develop a wider vocal range. And like, I know like when we do like cover shows, because we do a lot of shows, we play for 3 hours, so it's not
Damn.
all original. There's a lot of covers, but there's not a lot of bands that will cover a Rob Zombie song and a Motley Crue song, like in the same set and have the same singer.
And then do an Enrique Iglesias song right after that.
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean,
Yeah,
why not?
That was something I was going to ask you about because I saw that in your notes there that you guys do it Enrique Iglesias, and I
Yep.
said, "What?"
Yeah, we like to take certain pop songs and then make them a bit more rockin' and heavy metal. Like we released a cover of Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO,
Mhm.
and then for Enrique we do Tonight I'm Fucking You.
I mean, like, it's a great concept. It's a great song.
It's
Like, I'm
dancey.
surprised that no one did it before us.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's kind of like,
You go on YouTube and I couldn't find any solid covers of it.
yeah.
So pretty cool.
And I don't know. It's about like what we're about.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it sounds like what you guys are really about is just like a rock and roll dream.
yeah.
I like
Yeah.
That's drugs and rock and roll. Like, so, and a lot of bands, they kind of steer away from that nowadays. And it's like,
Mhm.
no, that's literally what we do. No, like,
Speaking of, let's listen to Rock and Roll Dream.
Oh,
that's a
shit.
good one.
A thing of beauty.
Rock and roll dream that someday I'm gonna be a rock and roll star. Just you wait, just watch and say, I'm gonna rock and I'm gonna roll. Welcome you to the freak show. This is my music and this is my life. My rock and roll dream comes true tonight,
I love it. That right
So
there.
that
was-
video,
that's exactly
go
what I was
ahead.
talking about. You guys look like so much fun, man. And you said it doesn't matter if you're at a big venue or a little place, but that looked like a school gymnasium. I'm like, dang, hell yeah.
that was kind of the concept for the video. Was we have all this footage of us
Mhm.
from when we were kids to like now. So the video was, so that's like towards the beginning. So that's when we were like kids.
Like 14.
yeah.
at the time.
So like,
Mhm.
you know, 14, 16, like we're not even out of high school yet.
Yep.
And like that's why they kind of even look shitty. Like, you know, we're still
Oh
trying
yeah.
to figure it out. And,
Terrible camcorder footage.
yeah.
And then it ends
But then
with
it ends when we have grown and
Mhm.
become better at everything.
Yep. And that's still a pretty old video because that came out in what, like 2018, 19 is when the song
Yeah.
came out.
Mhm.
So we've just been a little behind on releasing music. So
That's been tricky.
It happens.
However, you have sometime in the near future a new EP coming.
that's right.
Yes.
It's about damn time. But yeah, we spent this last year recording a new album and we submitted it just a few weeks ago to our label Pavement Entertainment, and now we're just waiting to hear back and the next steps. So hopefully it comes out in the next few months here.
No, but like this is going to be so much better than
Oh,
the
it's
previous
totally different.
EP. Like, not only are we better at music,
Mhm.
but like we got better equipment, better production.
Yep.
And
we do everything ourselves.
The songs are also a bit more like updated.
Oh yeah.
So there's like a lot of songs that we play live that people are like, "Hey, when are you gonna record?" And we're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, it'll be on the next record." And
They're
we're
right.
like, because it's an EP, we want to do something short. We're like, let's do none of those songs. Let's at least like songs that we have not played a billion times,
Mhm.
and songs that might be a little bit more relevant to like today.
And write some new ones
like-
too.
Yeah, we did that too.
Yeah.
Um,
So it's a lot heavier compared to anything we've done before. Our sound's got a lot
it is
heavier.
heavier.
We're tuned in D standard, drop C, a lot of double bass in the songs, and it still holds true to the same Castor Volor sound, but it's definitely evolved.
We're eclectic, you know.
Mhm.
We like to dabble in different styles, different sounds.
Yeah, I don't like doing the same thing over and over.
I don't like being in a box.
Yeah.
Like, see this box they're in right now? It's making me a little uncomfortable.
I already hate it.
I already ate it.
Yeah.
I think already with the theatrical side of what you guys do on stage, it's already out of the box and different thinking. I love
Mhm.
that.
I do too.
There's the bands that have done it before. I'm just like, it's such an amazing vision just to watch it happen and then have the music tickling your ears at the same time.
Right.
I love
Like
that.
you want to stimulate all the senses.
Mhm. Overload all
Yeah.
the senses.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm personally very excited knowing that I got about 2 months basically, but then I get to see this happen.
Yep. And we'll pack as much as we can onto that little stage at the Booby Trap.
Yeah, that stage is a little
Little.
small.
But we're still gonna fill it.
Yeah.
Right on.
I'm glad you guys have been there and you know how small it really is. So you know what you're up against and how
Yeah,
to set
for
it
real.
up.
Well, every year we're like, dude, maybe we could fit more this year, but it's like no, because the stage doesn't grow.
Yep.
Our production grows, but the stage does not grow.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, the Booby Trap
That
like
is
just
true.
one place. Yeah.
but that bar has more of a rock and roll, punk
Mhm.
rock vibe. So like it kind of works because you get a little closer to the audience,
Yeah.
and it still works.
It's like CBGB, you know.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
been there, but you know, it's kind of the
That's
idea. It's the idea.
about it, you know.
Right on. Ashton's gonna do one of those really important things with your website, and he's gonna show everybody what's out there, because he's really good at making that pretty on the screen. See,
I try.
boom.
I try.
That's us.
All right, that's cool.
That's the homepage.
Yeah, if you want to narrate through this, that's
Yeah. So this is part 2 of our tour this year. You can see all the shows that we're doing.
Yeah, we've been playing since May,
Yeah.
beginning of May.
Yep.
Yeah, something like
We
that.
had some shows in March and April, but really kicked things off in May.
Yeah, now it's like all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, y'all have been playing. Yeah, sure enough.
Y'all
Y'all weren't kidding when you said y'all are busy.
Yeah, I went a little crazy this year with booking shows.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all are having fun. Why not?
Exactly.
Oh, we're having a blast,
Mhm.
and like we got a new bus, you know, and
Yes.
Ooh.
we've been taking it everywhere.
There's our merch. We got some T-shirts, some beanies, stickers,
We got goggles.
all the goggles.
The
It's all the goggles. I
I
love
think there's only
that.
like
I love
7
seeing the
pieces
unique
left.
stuff.
We're actually working on more merch.
Mhm.
Because like
Oh yeah, we have pop sockets too. I mean, we got temporary tattoos. From what I was
shot
told.
glasses.
Why not
like, there's a lot of
permanent
stuff.
ones?
It's
You can get my tongue tattooed on your body. Like it's a
well,
great,
it's fake.
great thing. Well, yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
buy some merch.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's exactly
for real.
All we can say is go to their website, buy it directly from them, or go to the live shows, buy stuff from them, pay them cash. They
Cash
give you-
money.
Oof. My man, right there.
That's how they get to all those shows.
Gas in that new
It
van.
helps, you know.
Yes. Gas is a big
Diesel is expensive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
I know that the website is streaming across the bottom of our screen. It is right there as well. It was just up on the screen. Don't miss it. It's there. Go.
Go.
That's a powerful message. Go. I like that.
Yes, sir.
That's all right. You kind of can't not go now.
No, you have
Like, you just don't feel right not going.
Like, and
I wanna
it's even
go to the
clickable.
restaurant.
You can just go to the comments right now and just go click.
Oh, that's even better. Like
How
we made
easy
it,
is
we
that?
made it simple. I do want to mention what so far as I've been digging through your guys' songs, Black Leather Middle Finger. Is that did I say that all right? There's a lot of words. That one, it struck me. I loved it. I was enjoying it a lot today. And what was the inspiration behind that for you guys?
Well,
Don't tell them what happened.
so the title came to me while I was driving. It was winter time, and I was wearing black leather gloves, and I was, steering the steering wheel. And this person cut me off, and I was really pissed. So I pulled up next to them, and I was like, black leather middle finger. Brilliant.
That should be a song.
And yeah, I'm like, that's a great song title.
Mhm.
And the concept, so I came up with the song title, but the concept evolved from like, this still goes on today, but like, we're always, people are making fun of us, especially back in the day, calling us homophobic slurs and stuff like that. And, just because of like the way we dress,
Yeah,
just
makeup,
based off
long
like
hair,
the makeup,
leather.
the long
Mhm.
hair. But
Mhm.
I've been told to go fuck my buddy right here, but it's actually my brother. Like,
At like 14, though, we're getting spam
yeah,
emails too from
Good
adults.
Lord.
there's adults telling
Yeah.
that's actually a crime right there.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
believe that's true. That is definitely a
That's very
pick up
true.
the emails and report those.
Yeah, that
folks.
was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, like, we were
God.
kids.
Christ.
I'm only 22 though.
You stop aging.
I don't do that. So that's kind of what the song became about. It was kind of like, we wear what we want to wear because this is how we express ourselves, and like I don't care what you think, and like if you don't like it, fuck you.
Yep.
And
Yeah, and that
Fair
is
enough.
one of our most popular tunes right now.
it's got a great riff.
Yep.
See that's the important part. The riff, and then woo woo woo.
Yep.
I think that created a really good combination.
Oh yeah. Little Richard right there.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, that woo, where'd you get that woo? You think like Ric Flair? I'm like, no, I stole that from Little Richard. Like every great musician, you steal from Little Richard.
That's right.
That's what I did.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and fun fact, actually, on this EP, we did a re-recording of Black Leather, so it will be on there again.
Yeah,
Nice.
Just because we wanted
Sweet.
better, fatter production for that song. I feel like it deserved more, so we just decided to redo it with this lineup. Still put it on that album.
and like it's also a great example to see how far we've grown. You
Mhm,
listen to Black Leather Middle Finger 2018
Yep.
and Black Leather Middle Finger 2025, and you're like, whoa,
Yep.
you guys have practiced.
hmm
So because there's a lot of bands where like they can re-record their thing like 10 years later and it'll still sound
Yeah.
just like that. Like, holy shit.
And
Yeah.
actually, they just have 1,000 shows a year, so they don't really practice. They just go play.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's
But that's
true.
the thing. I think the live show is the best practice,
Mhm.
Hmm.
and that's really like you really shouldn't say that. Like people frown upon this, but like rehearsing a song live, oh, that hits so much harder.
Nothing keeps you on your toes
Yeah.
better than that right there.
That's yeah, I could see that.
Everyone is just focused and
Yeah.
you can't fuck it up.
Well, it was like the energy, the crowd, gives you this extra boost, and like you can like remember a lyric that you normally forget,
Yep.
or the complete opposite,
Right.
Which happened.
which happens too. But like it's how you play it off.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mhm.
It's like sometimes it's a happy mistake.
Absolutely. Randy?
Sometimes you'll hear it and you're like, "Ooh, I kind of like that a little better, actually."
Yeah, that comes off live really good.
I would like to tell you that I made it through all my notes tonight in order. I didn't even jump around to get lost.
Well, look at you.
Never happens.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, that's good stuff. Well, I don't have anything else. Do you guys have anything?
No, I think we did pretty good.
All right. Just be on the lookout for these guys. They are on the road for part 2.
If you guys want to hang out for just a second through our outro,
Yeah.
that'd be great. Randy?
All right.
Yeah, right.
Hint.
We bang your ugly friends too.